Hello, thank you for choosing Navistream. In this video, we will give you an overview of the new reporting structure and the tools that are available to you. The trip and the cycle reports are the first to incorporate this new design. Let's look at the trip summary and go over these new features. There are two main sections: the area where reporting parameters are set and the corresponding results are viewed. There's also a report menu where your parameters can be saved and results exported. First, let's look at the three report panels. Each panel can be expanded simply by clicking the row. The Query Parameter panel is where you'll want to specify the trip data, in this case, that you're wanting to retrieve. The organization you want to retrieve data for can be the one selected by default, or you can specify an organization by picking one from the drop-down. The time zone is set by the administrator at the organization level. The default trip type is standard trips. Here, a trip is defined as the origin being the last unload location of the previous trip. The date range allows you to specify a custom range or a relative one by selecting one of the available options. This is very useful if you'd like to, say, have last month's data sent as a scheduled report at the beginning of the month. You can see now that we have data in the table below and aggregate values populated as a result of the query parameters we've just set. The Filters panel is populated with the values that are found in the query results. We can select here how we would like to refine the data results below. The Aggregates panel gives you a number of summary tiles of the results that instantly update as filters are added. Right now, based on the query I've selected, there are a number of trips. When I add a filter to only account for a particular load location, the number of trips updates as well as all the other summary tiles. The data table also updates with any of the applied filters. Let me roll up these three panels so we can look more closely at the results. You'll notice that a number of the values returned are underlined. That means they're selectable. When I pick, say, a vehicle I'm interested in, it instantly adds a filter for that vehicle. So when you set your query parameters, you can use the data table to quickly filter down the results you're looking for. If you need to select multiple items of the same type, so let's say I want to look at 3 particular vehicles, we can either manually type in the data table search field to filter the results we can currently see in the table. Note this is just a simple filter and will look at any field matching the text you enter. Or we can go to the Filters panel where you can pick multiple entries of the same type, whether they are visible in the data or not, based on the selected query. You'll see in the data table that you'll need to scroll to the right to view all the data. By default, in this report, we're showing resources, route, the number of loads, and the full cycle information. However, if you want to adjust what's visible here, you have quite a few options available. First, let's select the ellipsis icon. Notice that you have the option to resize columns, revert, and reset the table. But let's select columns. You'll see here all the data that's available to you. We are collecting and segmenting it on a per leg basis, which allows us to provide you this variety of detail. Notice the core and the full cycle options for the trip report. The core cycle includes only driver activities and driving, while the full cycle includes everything. Let's say I'm not interested in seeing the trailers used for these trips. You'll see that the column is no longer displayed. You can customize the table by clicking the column heading to sort. Choose the hamburger icon, which allows further customization by, say, pinning a column to the left so it's always visible when I scroll. You can even filter results on a per column basis. Or you can add and remove columns as we saw available in the ellipsis menu. To remove any filters applied directly to the data table, just remove them here. As you can see, the new reporting structure offers great flexibility and usability to drill down to the data you're looking for. Note, in the trip and cycle reports, only completed trips will be displayed that are defined by drivers using the load and unload activities on the tablet. Okay, so that's it for the report parameter and results area. No wait, there's something more, something I'm sure you'll appreciate. On every trip, you'll have the location icon available to click, which will reveal a detailed breadcrumb view overlaid on a map. Please click the link above or at the end of this video to view the latest version we have. But before we do that, let's look at what you can do with these reports once you've decided you've retrieved and filtered the results you're after. Now you'll see some familiar options, print and export. These function as you would expect, with the export now being in CSV or Excel format for you to be able to import into your preferred spreadsheet program. Settings allows you to customize the units that you'll see on screen and what units will be used in the data export or scheduled report. Start with the defaults and adjust as needed. The report menu has a lot of great features. Save As will allow us to save the report that we've just set up here. Just give it a name and a description if you like. You'll also see that I have the option to share this report with any users that are members of the selected organization. Open will of course allow you to load a report that you've saved or has been shared with you. You can change any saved reports by selecting Manage Reports. You have the option here to edit or delete them. You can schedule a report to recur at a particular date and time to a specific address. You can manage your scheduled reports by selecting the scheduling option from the main menu. Finally, you can email the current report by typing in the email address you like and hitting send. Okay, that's the overview of the new reporting structure. We hope that you found this to be a helpful improvement that will allow you to run your business more effectively. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the support desk. Once again, thank you for choosing Navistream.